the game.
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing a lot of Overwatch. I've been getting better. Um, a couple seasons ago, I was like Diamond or Masters. Um, Now I'm almost like Champ 2.
Okay.
So you've helped me a lot, and of
Glad to hear
course,
it.
the amount of hours I've put in the game also helped.
Sure.
Uh, but sometimes when I've shifted my hero pool to mainly main support, like Lucio, Wuyang, not that much Brig. I sometimes feel really lost about my role. I feel like I'm just AFK, not doing much, just sitting in the middle of my team. Uh, and when I do take angles, which is usually with my DPS, I don't take a lot of solo angles myself. Probably I should do that more on Wuyang at least. I just feel like I'm not doing much on the angle, and I feel like my DPS would have done the exact same thing they would have been doing anyway if I
Sure.
wasn't there.
Sure.
So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
so
Okay.
that's
Well,
just the main points I want to learn about.
okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Do you have any questions with training time? Sounds like you're putting a lot of time in. And I assume you've probably evaluated, the way that you're spending your time as well optimally. Do you have any questions with that?
So I go to university. I usually put most of my hours as soon as I come back. I'll play for a while and then I'll do my work when I log off. Um, Thing is, I it's not uniform at all. Like some days I won't play. The next day I'll play 10 hours. The next day I'll play one. I was gonna ask, do you think it's better if I, you know, just have a consistent amount of time I'm putting it per day?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, the reason why that's the case is because when you reach a certain point in training time, the value of what you're doing falls off. So that basically means that there's no such thing as makeup time, essentially, right? Like you can't go, okay, I didn't get 4 or 5 hours today, so I'm going to get 7 or 8 tomorrow. Because once you pass the 4 or 5 hours tomorrow, those extra 1 or 2 hours are not going to help you, and they might even hurt you. Right. So what I would
Yeah.
say is if you want to keep playing for fun's sake or just kind of whatever, that's fine. But what I would say is like at the very least, if you can, if your schedule means that it's hard to get consistent time, that's fine. But try to have like a low hanging fruit of like at least I can get an hour or two, right? That's better than
Yeah.
nothing. That's better than nothing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Okay. Your forum talks about goals, reaching top 10, Saudi E League. Feel like your mechanics are behind for your rank, and I feel like that's impacting your decision making in game. You talk about taking angles, but not necessarily feeling like you're impactful on those angles,
Yeah.
and wanting to know what you can do better on that front.
Exactly. So,
Okay.
when it comes to going pro, I've been I recently uploaded an LFT post and
Mm-hmm.
it actually got a lot more traction than I expected. Main support market 2025.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
yeah,
so unbelievably dry.
yeah,
So I've been in talk with some teams, um, but the moment I really like, I'm confident in how I play, of course. I'm confident in how I play. Like, I think I'm a good player, but in certain situations, I feel like I'm just doing less than the enemy supports, especially when it comes to damage. And I talked in the forum about my mechanics. I play on a laptop. Uh,
yeah.
that's the preface. So my mechanics aren't really the best. I don't play on a trackpad, of course, but I have performance issues. My mechanics aren't the best, and I feel like when I go into 1v1s or when I'm on an angle and I'm fighting people, I feel like because that's in the back of my mind, I will play worse and I won't be as confident, and I'll just be AFK on the angle.
Right,
So
right,
yeah,
right.
that's why I've been putting in a lot of time. I'm trying to improve my mechanics.
Right. Okay. Okay. Makes sense. Yeah. I mean, the way that I look at things on that front is it's like if you suck mechanically because you have laptop disadvantage. Let's say that that's legitimate. I mean, it's obviously legitimate, right? Like you're operating at disadvantage, right? You're just gonna play worse,
Mm.
obviously. But the question is that like, what's better for you to train with that in the back of your mind, or for you to just accept the fact that you're just going to be a little bit worse and just continue to do the right thing anyway? You know,
Yeah.
like if you think about it, like if it's the right thing to do to fight mechanically on the angle, but you don't have the capability to do it very well, well, then you just need to be superhuman and do it anyway and win anyway, because the downside of not doing it at all is worse than the upside of trying it and failing, you know? So the question isn't whether like laptop affects your mechanics and whether it's hurting your mental. The question is just who cares? You know?
True. Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter. Okay, you took the angle and you died because you're on a freaking laptop. Okay, but like somebody had to do it. You have to do it. Like you don't want to build habits that compensate for weaknesses, because if you think about it, this isn't like an injury that you're favoring. Like in other words, when you sprain your ankle, you're going to walk funny, right? I'm not going to say, well, don't walk funny when you sprain your ankle, because that might just hurt your ankle worse, right? This isn't an injury. If you have a weakness and then you avoid strengthening, like avoid playing around that weakness at all, and just don't even engage at all, that's not good. You have to. You just have to get better.
Yeah,
You
that
know.
makes sense.
So it's like, it's not that the laptop doesn't have impact. Of course, it has massive impact, right? It's just not good. But there's nothing you can do about it. So win. And so that way, down the road, eventually, if that disadvantage is gone, well, then you're going to feel like a freak, you know. And in the meantime, just be the best version of the laptop guy that you can, you know. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like
Yeah,
it's fine to accept the fact that you're operating at a disadvantage, but it's not fine to just use that as an excuse, right? And that's kind of what you're doing in
that
a
makes
way,
sense.
Just do it.
Yeah, that's kind of how I'm justifying it in my mind.
Yeah, yeah. Basically,
Yeah,
don't feel bad. Don't feel badly if you try to do the right thing and your disadvantages come in the way. Who cares? You're doing the right thing. Do it
yeah,
again. Okay.
pretty much.
Any other questions?
Uh, no, not really. We can
Okay,
get into the replays if you want.
let's do it.
Okay, so I have one Lucio replay and one Wuyang replay. I'm
Sure.
gonna send them
Sounds good.
right now. Okay, so this is the Lucio replay. If you don't mind, just skipping the last point because it was kind of flop.
Yeah.
My team was blaming each other. It was useless.
Yeah, that's
So
fine.
yeah.
1 second, and I'll start the screen share here. Can you see?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Why this code? I mean, obviously refresh. So I'm not exactly. I imagine you didn't have too many options, but
Yeah, the sample size wasn't big. I didn't play that well this match or the other match, but I felt like these are the games I can learn the most from. Because I felt like I wasn't impacting the match as much as I should be, especially
sure.
in this matchup
Okay. Okay.
against him. Yeah.
Okay. What's your understanding of Lucio? Where do you provide value? What makes you unique compared to other supports?
So of course you have speed boost. That's the big thing with Lucio. Um, you can you have to use your speed to kite, to engage, and you're a great +1 support
Mm-hmm.
to a DPS on an angle. Um, that's it really. I just like splitting with my DPS a lot.
Okay. Okay. Your main thing was you had concerns about mechanics and you had concerns on I don't know if I'm actually impactful on off angles. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Any other questions before we jump in with Lucio specifically?
Uh, well, when it comes to healing numbers, like I will notice a lot of the time I have way, way lower healing than some of these, pro Lucios that I come up against, and I'll watch the replay and they'll be on just as many angles as me, or even more. Like they won't just stack on their team on healing Gora, and somehow they still have way more heals than me. So I
Did
just
you watch
wanna,
their aura? Was their aura
I
usage the same?
noticed, yeah, I noticed, I went into the stats. I have like 65% speed boost usage, um, compared to their 60% healing usage.
Okay.
And but I don't really know in what moments I should have heal on, I
Sure.
like I'm
Have you
kind of
looked at your
confused on
replay code and seen any particular moments where you should be, or is it just you have and you just haven't been able to find out anything?
I really haven't been able to find out at
Okay.
all. I think maybe when it comes to my amps, I amp speed more than I amp heals, and that's probably an issue.
Hmm. Depends. I think M speed's more useful in the push pull context, but we will have to look at the context, obviously.
Yeah.
Um, okay. I mean, the reality is that if you're playing versus a pro Lucio, the reason that he has higher heal numbers than you is because he's living longer, he's doing more damage, he's putting his R in the right spot at the right time. He's just doing everything better than you, right? So
True.
when like, of course he's going to have more healing than you. He's also probably going to have more damage. He's going to have more limbs. He's going to have more assists. He's going to have fewer. I mean, everything complements stats. Like when you play well, you're going to have higher stats no matter what your play style, quote unquote, is. So,
Yeah.
but the crucial thing is that if he's saying, I feel like there's a huge aura gap between me and the enemy Lucio, then that's something that we can kind of look at. But obviously, even then, we have to kind of look at it within context. Okay, we'll look at it. Any other questions?
No.
Okay, let's take a look.
Like you said.
So first roll out here. I really prefer left angle, especially if you have a DPS going with you, just because that space just feels so much better for you, and you're positioned right now. So basically, like let's kind of go over like when and why do Kiri Lucio stack? What's your understanding of like when do you support stack?
Well, when the team is available to, when the enemy team is like in a position where they have their CDs, they have their teleport, they have their nemesis form, I like to stack usually because I want to help my Kiri and I want to help my hit scan, which usually is, somewhere around my Kiri, at least in ranked. So I like to stack on them so I can speed them when I need to, and yeah, that's it.
Sure. Understandable. So let me kind of give you the crash course of kind of what I'm looking for here. Your angle value, your damage value as a whole is significantly weaker right here. It's much too far. You're not going to get boot value. Your speed, movement, whatever is not as useful here. Now, there are some exceptions to that rule, even in ranked at this level. And that's in situations when you're trying to pull an ult. So that's where the number of people that are able to get your speed aura actually matters a little bit, if that makes sense. The problem with what you're talking about right now is that you are in a position technically to help your Kiriko, but you're not in a position to help your front line. And in this situation, especially on neutrals, it's more important for you to help front line than sideline when the map provides the better angle for you. So for example, right here, this provides more space for you to control just based off of the short range sight line and for the fact that there's verticality involved. You need to be here. Now, if your Kiriko gets teleported on, this is what her kit is relying on. She, Sojourn, whatever, will angle out, they'll flip the map, will clump up away from the teleport, and then you'll swing wide again. The question is not when should you be stacked with your DPS. The question is when should you not be stacked with your DPS. And this is one of those situations where it doesn't make any sense for you to be here. On rollout, you need to be holding space here so you can actually contribute to the engagement on the side angle. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. I think going into this fight, I was, I went in with the mindset of I want to speed my Sojourn around because they have TP. But
Yes.
I guess I should have been looking at the map more than the comps of the situation.
Correct. Because you're thinking about speeding Sojourn, but I get this question all the time when I'm coaching like Kiri, Lucio, Tracer, Sojourn teams. And when you're deciding about whether you're with your speed on Soj or whether you're speed on Tracer, the situation needs to be more about either the ult situation, right, or the map. In this particular instance, let's say that they had, I don't know, like let's say beat advantage, and your Sojourn had ult. That's a situation when you're willing to compromise the quality of your angle in order to win the ult layering trade through your speed amp. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes
so
sense.
You're changing.
Would be irrelevant anyway.
Yes, you're changing how you position to accommodate the ult situation more. But in neutrals, especially, there's no reason for you to be here. And the problem is what this is going to be is that you're going to have to speed away from Symmetric Teleport. But this Symmetric Teleport would have no teeth at the start of this fight if there had been actual pressure from the side angle here. You see what I'm saying? Like, you're texting. Nothing you've done has really been impactful to your Sojourn because she hasn't needed it because there's been no beat engage, right? And then in addition to that, there's been no punish on this rotation because there's been no Lucio speed or no Lucio damage. So it's not about where Lucio's speed is more valuable right now. It's more about where Lucio's boop and damage is more valuable right now.
Yeah.
For Lucio's, speed is the thing that changes how you position. Otherwise, you're just a short-range off-angle support. That's it.
Yeah.
Because this is what happens when you don't do anything in the pre-fight, right? You're like, what did I do wrong? You did nothing wrong, right? But you provided no value on the angle. So that therefore you lost the frontline trade.
Yeah, it was just kind of a 4v5, which is why it was so easy for them
Correct.
to walk. Yeah.
So you're willing to take 4v5s in situations where the old economy demands it, and you're trying to bait and gimp, right? That's when your tracer is going to be by yourself.
Yeah.
And you can feel it, right? This just feels so wrong, right? You're just waiting and waiting and waiting for a teleport that may or may not happen because there's really no reason for it to happen because they have the map control, right? So then you kind of have to force the teleport by going here and then trust that your teammates are going to do this because your tracer needs your help.
Yep.
This is an amp that feels used because you felt the desire to rotate here. Am I correct?
Yeah, I just saw my Diva remake.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to speed.
Yeah. Understandable, but you know what you should do? You should just go.
Yeah.
You need to hold the space.
You're right.
You need to hold the space.
Yeah.
So then
I
you
think
don't
I'm
even
just
need
scared
amp.
of the ram slow.
Right. Skill check.
Yeah, true.
Skill check.
True.
Right?
It's the same conversation.
It's the same conversation, right? Like, it's why main support is such a demanded, unpopular role. It's like, do you ever watch all the Ajaxes, right? It's like, you can't AFK.
Yeah.
Calyx can't AFK, Astra can't AFK, but you also can't Ajax. So you have to find action without dying. That's the rule.
Yeah.
Now, this is where you could be with your Sojourn. Why?
Because she's on an impactful angle.
For you.
And
for you.
For me,
an
yeah.
Impactful
True.
angle for you, right? If she was on an impactful angle here, you could be here because this is also good. But if she was like, I don't know, if they blew off this wall and they put Sojourn here, this would not be a good position for you.
Yeah.
Right? Even if it's impactful
Makes
for
sense.
her. You have different guns.
Yep.
And because of that, you're not positioned well pre-fight. Well, to be fair, you were capping point, right? So I'll cut you some slack here, but probably should have left point and taken that height as soon as you possibly could.
Yep.
But yeah, at least we live. We can go back. Yeah. This is good. This is good, right? This is very much more of a stack, but it's in your tracer's solo angling because you didn't have time to take the angle. However, this is good architecture for you, right? So your aura is going to get more value here. So it's like you're compromising your angle support, but you're playing areas that are really good for your hero, so it's fine. And you can feel it, like your damage actually does something. I would just go height here. Yeah. Yeah. You missed the boop though. Can't miss the boop.
Yeah, I could have just... I don't know why I moved the TP instead of the SIP.
Just a little bit of panic. But yeah, this is kind of what I talked about. Like, we're at an impactful angle. I haven't been looking at your aura. Let me keep looking here.
I switch between them a lot, even when we're not doing anything. I think that's an issue.
Uh-huh.
Like, it just... I don't know why I'm amping.
I mean, I don't
Is
think
that bad?
amping off of teleport is usually bad. So let's put it this way. If you hit the boop here, this amp is what guarantees the kill, right? It makes you alive.
Yeah.
So I would say
Makes
maybe
sense.
in hindsight, this amp wasn't necessary, but I will never complain if amp is used in an active duel. So I think it's okay. But yeah, good highlight on the aura swapping. There is a lot of aura swapping, maybe when not necessary. But yeah, basically it's really simple. Stand still, you're healing. Moving, you're speeding. The only time you're aura swapping is when you're actively in a duel trying to move unpredictably. Yeah, we need to get top. We need to get top. And this is interesting. So go ahead.
Yeah. I think, like, this is a situation where, yeah, I'm with my Sojourn, I'm healing him, we're on height, which is... But I don't really feel like I'm doing much, so I think I just left him. I don't know if that's correct.
First things first is Sem needed to die, right? Second thing, don't get disruptor shotted. Well, how do you not get disruptor shotted? Well, we've noticed a consistent theme with your positioning here. Where should you be?
Top.
Top, right? So, like, if you're not going to be on an angle, be on an angle. You get what I'm saying? Like, be on a little bit of an angle. Be a little bit of a split. So, what ends up happening is this disruptor shot and then the ram form afterwards is screws you up. This here, you're chilling. Bop, 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 we're chilling. Then, we're in a position to where when this happens here, you're in a much better spot to just shoot, deny. And then if you want to go in from amp here or even transition your angle here, well, then you can do it. The reason that you're late with everything, even late here, right? Look at how low you were, or slow you were to Sem TP up top. right? All that is just because you hadn't taken top. That's all. Just a
That makes
positional
sense.
layer. Yeah. So like
Yeah.
you're in a position where like crossing lanes all the way over here would be really inconvenient and uncomfortable. It might not be a bad thing, but it does feel awkward to do right now, and so it's because of previous mistakes. And that's why your D is getting demeched. But yeah, I mean this is a good rotation. This is much better. And as long as you don't get vortex, you're cooking. Transition. And by transition, I mean legit move to here, or just move to here. Just get to that next corner, right?
Yeah. But do I not get a lot of spam value even from here?
Yeah.
Like, is this not a good
Yeah,
angle as well?
yeah. The reason I'm asking you to do that is only because I'm trying to have you mirror your Diva's behavior.
Okay.
So like when I see this right here, this like that right there, that says maybe I should just kind of move forward a bit. But yeah, this is fine. What prompts the amp here?
I think I saw Nemesis form and my Diva. Well, I didn't see Nemesis form. That's not true.
Yeah, not good.
Yeah.
Just not
Yeah.
good. Not good. Especially not at this point in time, right? Because there's going to
It
be
would
a
be
layer.
so
here.
valuable here.
Yeah. This is an amp speed right here. Otherwise,
Yeah. I think I got scared.
yeah. It's just another one of those things where you get a little scared and the angle feels a little awkward, and then we rush the amp in a situation where there's no gap being closed.
Yeah. So in this situation, for example, I just saw the Ram was really low HP. Should I have gone on a solo angle here to the left and left?
No,
my
I
soul
think this is
shooting?
okay. I think this is okay.
This is fine. Okay.
Yeah. I would immediately +1 your tracer as soon as you can, and look for a beat later if you can, though. Because you've seen Ram, you've seen Kitsune, you've seen Simwall, so all you need to do is mirror beat and you're fine. There's no push-pull anymore. Right? You can
That
just
makes
mirror
sense.
beat
Yep.
for beat and you're going to be fine. So then you can go really greedy on the neutral. Just don't do so necessarily by yourself, right? So here,
Yeah.
hold the angle, hold the space, play cover, wait for the tracer, go +1 the tracer, and then all of a sudden you could even just go from here and legit beat on this corner, AoE beat, and then just play your life, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, this is fine.
So I did kind of help him here, but I was late.
Yeah, you got spooked. This is a mistake. You know why? Because... Remember the perk you're running. You still
Yep.
have amp, right? You still have amp.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
fine. You can hold this space here, right? So I appreciate what you're doing, but yeah, there's a lot of just random amps because you don't have the confidence to hold the space under the right context. And then now, obviously, it's an int because your tracers got picked off, right? So they were not there to hold.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're here, there just really isn't anything to do unless you're actively waiting for a layer, right? From the enemy
that
team.
makes sense.
Okay. Sure. Beat disadvantage, so you either go wide on the neutral like you're doing right now, or you play a more conservative stack and try to bait the layer, right? Your choice. This is fine. Sure. Hold the space. Sure. Uh-huh. And then now we start to think neutral, right? So now we think, do I want to cross across the tracer? Probably not. I want to play based off of convenience, which probably means just holding this lane here, denying the diva, and then rotating from there. So here you're getting too greedy. This is a mistake. Not because going for backline is a mistake. It's because crossing a lane is a mistake when you don't have to.
Okay. That
In
makes
other words,
sense.
where are you positioned to get value right now? On your Soj, on your backline, on your diva, right? Where are you looking to get value across? Who's closer? Diva. Go for the diva first.
Yeah. True.
You see what I'm saying?
Diva
So-
probably dies if I boop him here.
Yeah. Now, if vice versa, if the diva's over here fighting a tracer, going to go fight 2v1 your tracer versus the diva would be a mistake. Instead, you'd go for the backline here. You know what I'm saying? So it's just convenience.
Yeah.
Right? You positioned pretty well this fight. You helped the angle. They 4-man stacked. You sped. You amped. You lived. Now your backline could die, and you're legit doing nothing, right? We're just a million miles away.
Yeah, literally nothing. Yep.
Let the Kitsune guide you.
Yep. Nice, dude. Uh-huh. Yeah, this is fine. It's the only thing you can see, so just don't die to it. Good amp. good loop rather. Yeah, and this is fine. It's just too big of a mistake at the start of the fight.
Yep.
Okay. Yep, clear diva. Mark angle. That's your job. Yep. So this is an interesting one here. So you get the boop here and then give up the space to drop. There's a real question about whether you should drop here or whether you should hold the space 2v1 and just not die.
Yeah, true.
This is a very chaotic fight for you, right? So this is, I mean, you very rarely are going to be 1v2ing as Lucio, right? You're going to be +1ing somebody. But right now, it might be better to hold the space rather than drop the point to help somebody.
The map geometry also helps in that 2v1.
Yes, correct.
Just play cover.
Because that diva bomb enabled this, which you should be there to deny. Now, you can't win this duel, but you can stop them from providing value, and it's not really dangerous for you to do it either. If that makes sense.
Yep. I think I was just following comms, diva low, diva low.
Yeah. But that's kind of like the main support trap, right? You can't always follow
Yeah.
comms unless the layer is specifically speaking to you, right?
That makes sense.
It's a call for, if it's your responsibility, we go. Okay. This is fine. You just can't amp that. You just can't.
Yeah, it's just bad. I think
There's always a reason for it. Like it's like she's low, yes, but like
Yeah.
if she's low,
She gets DM, she gets carry heals.
it's
Not
fine.
gonna
You
die.
have to, right? You have to trust her to use her resources, her to use her resources, her to use her resources to win the fight. You can't use amp. You know, you
This
can't
is
use
bad.
it.
I think it's less bad because I had beat. I didn't think about that at the moment, of course. So it's just a bad
True. But see,
yeah.
it's still bad because if you think about how you could use your amp before beat too, right? You could just drag out the advantage, right? So the optimal way to use your beat amp is to have an amp that layers into a beat and then have another amp afterwards. And right now, this amp is only there for healing Sojourn and nothing else. We're not doing anything with it.
Yeah.
So, okay, so let me think about this. I think, given the layer of the situation, this is fine. You have to ask yourself,
or the beat.
but where both, right? So when you look at this situation right now, what's more valuable, the layering or the map? Or the angle, let's put it that way.
The layering for sure.
Probably the layering here right now. There's not really a great angle that's being held right now, so you're probably fine. Now, if you were to position up closer here in situations when you felt more confident without the layer, this could work, but that's something that's honestly really situational. So this being compromising your position to get the layer right is fine. Here, the problem is that you're prioritizing the boop over the beat. Don't beat first, then boop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like when
Yeah.
you're
If
playing
I
for
got boosted down, I'd probably die here.
yeah, you definitely die here. So in this situation here, you sit, you shoot, you see them actually take the teleport, you commit, and then you put beat right here, and then we can actually commit for the boop and the beat, right? Because the irony here is that like now we're actually pushing, and we were unable to actually deny their disengage from our beat. You notice that? Because you beat, booped, then beated, and so now you can't stop them from doing that. There's also a good argument here that you should be doing what?
Fighting Diva?
Why?
Because I guess it's just my soldier fighting it. It was more convenient here.
That's the word, right?
Yeah.
That's the word. It's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
same thing as right here, right? It's just that this is what's. I know there's like I have to get immediate beat value, but again, you just have to trust your team to do the right thing here. You have to do your job; they'll do their job. If the map had been flipped and you'd gone for a more aggressive layer here instead, then we would have just said screw or so. Who cares, right? Yeah, layering an initial fight positioning was fine. Giving up a lot of your range control to make sure that you get the layer correctly. And it's also knowing that they're going to close the gap on you, right? So that then effectively you're still useful.
Yeah.
Okay. I might choose... Is this the amp attack speed?
No, it's the
Aura
size.
range? Okay.
The auto range.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't remember what the logo looks like.
I remember this.
You need to just commit, you know?
Yeah,
You need to commit.
I'm nowhere. I'm literally nowhere.
And by the way, this is another this is a misread ult layer. You see this ult situation here?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's
mean-
what's the layer importance for you? Where do you need to be with your amp?
I mean, we have Sojult and we have Kitsu, so
All right.
I need to be with them.
And what did they have?
They have beat.
Right.
They
So
have
gap closer,
teleporter.
right? Right. So
Yeah.
so this is where like it gets really complicated. Like if a plat player's watching this review, they're gonna be so lost while I'm telling Lucio to play a mile away. It's because in situations versus a Symmetra especially, but with a beat, they're going to close the gap on you. You don't need to worry about your effective range. They're going to close the gap, and so you could be there like peeling a dive essentially. So you don't need to be here trying to close the gap on them. They'll close the gap on you when they've got TP and beat. So then you're going to be a really good support. That's what we want as Lucio. So in this situation, this range is fine as long as you don't get your head blown off by Soj because they're going to get closer. The problem comes down to you weren't plus oneing anybody and you weren't thinking about, okay, who's the carry here in this situation of the ult layer, right? This is a decision that had to have already been made. So if you had peeled your Kiriko here, I would have said this was a mistake, but it would have been better. This is optimal given the ult situation, but we did neither.
Yeah, I did nothing.
So your Sojourn is destroyed. And you even had to use a beat just to kind of cross. Okay. Okay. What do you think about the situation right now? Look at the ult layer from what you know.
They have Simwall.
Is it a gap closer fight or is it an off-angle greedy fight for you?
I would consider this probably a gap closer fight.
I think so too.
Because they're gonna use TP. Yeah.
Yeah. They're gonna use TP. They have sim wall. You guys have nothing. And also look at the map. What does this map provide to you in terms of consistent wide angles?
Not the best.
It's pretty
like
trash,
main
right?
is-
Pretty
yeah, it's
trash,
really
right? If this was a sim wall fight on first point, straight up with you, I would go here. I would do it if my team went main. Because I think this position is just broken, right?
Okay.
This map, this point, don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah.
So I would still be trying to hold, like you're a little far back here, like I would be applying pressure here, you know? Which I think we do. Like this is, but this is fine. Beautiful.
This is terrible. I remember.
This one, I won't blame you exclusively because this is a bit weird. But this is where you just need to make a decision.
Yeah, I was thinking, okay, I need to help my backline with Diva, but then I realized it's a 2v1. They shouldn't die.
Yes,
Immediately,
but she might live with bomb is the problem.
Yeah, it's
You see what I'm saying? The problem when we talked about convenience, right? This is like the perfect little encapsulation. Which one do you do? I don't care. Doesn't matter. Just do something.
I just didn't want to put 3 players on the one, you know. But I guess when we have Tracer,
Well, right. So do you want to win the 3v3 or do you want to win
Yeah.
like four? Like you have to. It's a 3v4 here, right? So it's like which would you prefer? So it's like you just need to go. Like this Kiriko dies. That's a mistake from her. You know, oh unlucky. We shouldn't have happened. But also it's like we didn't really trade backlines either. We just stood there. So you just need to commit.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now. Is this
I want to engage.
Yeah, so what does this mean for your positioning?
I'm just gonna play where I can get a 5-man beat and speed on backline.
Yep. But it also means you're a little bit more frivolous with how you angle as well. You could be more free with your neutral angle because the only thing that matters is LOS check, not proximity. Right?
Yeah.
So this is fine, but we can start to move forward. I don't like this. I want you to do one of two things. I want you to get here, and I want you to beat right away. Then layer your amp on top of that afterwards, okay? Alternatively, I want you to go here, take an amp trade here, apply pressure on the Steve as much as you possibly can, amp as necessary, and then beat on top of that. We're amping into beat. Don't do that.
Ah, okay, you meant the amp. Okay, I thought you meant beat.
No.
Yeah.
The beat too,
This is
kind
really
of,
bad.
right? It's a little far, and then we don't have the layer possible as well. Because right now, we need amp right now. We don't have it. You see what I'm saying? Just something to keep in mind. But yeah, that's fine. I think you read the layer correctly and you position it appropriately. You have proximity, they don't. Good job.
Yep.
And then we're good. Okay. Unlucky.
Limters, man.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. What do you think about your position right now?
I knew they had beat, 'cause they didn't beat last fight, so I just wanted
Yeah.
to speed.
And so
everyone
Joel
away.
again, right? So this is all about the they're gonna come to you, so they're gonna close the gap on you. So
Yeah.
just catch the layer. Yeah, nice. Very nice. Good job. Good job. And that was down a tracer too. That's very nice. No. Why?
Play with Soj? Same
Why?
way?
Yeah, same thing,
Uh,
right?
they
Layer is
don't
not
have-
changed. The layer is not changed, right? Like they still have
Yeah.
beat. Your Soj still has an OP angle. They're still going to close the gap, right? So you're leaving not only based off of convenience, but you know that they have every reason to close the gap in this angle, right? So we're transitioning lanes, worried about touch and helping our diva. When our diva will handle it, this Soj needs to contribute. She's not contributing because it's your fault, right?
Yeah.
You see it?
If I sped her faster, she would already be there.
Yeah. Like, I mean, look at what happens the second you leave here. So you go here. I mean, instantly, like, this is Merry Christmas.
I don't think I even noticed they TP'd.
Yeah. It's so free.
Yeah.
It's so free right now. It's so free.
Yeah.
A little late with the boost, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, this is just a lost fight at that point, regardless of what you did. Okay, let's keep going.
Okay, this is the flop point where my team just came tilted.
Just gives up. Okay, so
Yeah.
we can move on. What are the main takeaways for you here? I think we had kind of a bit of a pattern, right? First things first is you ask, what's more valuable, my angle or my speed, given the situation?
Yeah, it's about the ultimates.
It's about the ultimates, right? But also there's situations when the map angle is so good that you should just perma angle, right? Like I think this first point, even in beat layering situations, you're probably going to be playing somewhere in the vicinity here in most situations, right? Just based off the map, it's too good for Lucio. The architecture's too good. But in that ult situation with a push pull, the reason that you're allowed to stack with your Soj playing more range is not because we've broken the rules of Overwatch with how Lucio should play. It's because we know the enemy team is going to close the gap, therefore playing into your effective range.
Yep.
So if you ever find yourself 45 meters away with Lucio all the time and nobody ever gets close to you and you never get close to them, you're making a huge mistake. And a neutral, the first point, you did a really bad job of kind of closing the gap and taking space appropriately. And the second point and moving on from there, there were actually situations when you were positioned relatively well to do things, but you second guessed yourself and you ended up kind of crossing lanes, inconveniencing yourself. Make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Great.
Do you want to keep going?
Yeah, I'll send you the next code.
Sure. Let me get this pulled up. Now, remind me, what hero is this again?
This is Wuyang, and I think I played some Lucio again as well.
Okay.
So some context, when Wuyang, was released, I gained a lot of rank. I was like barely top 500 the season before. Then Wuyang released, I picked him up. I peaked rank 11. So this is kind of my hero, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wide angles. Lots of poke. Any questions before we jump in?
So I have a kind of specific question when it comes to Vendetta.
Mm-hmm.
What do I do when this hero looks at me? I don't know what to do with Lucio, with Wuyang, with anything. What am I supposed to do?
What range?
Like, let's say we're in that New Junk City the left side, for example, and I'm
Yeah.
fighting a Vendetta. Should I run? Should I try to boop her? Should I?
Just
I don't know
just
what to
just
do.
just 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 fight her. Keep verticality over her. Save your boop in situations when she's most lethal, which is her overhead. So don't boop her prior to overhead, whether it's her sword slash or her third swing. Because the reality is, like, if you're shooting her and booping her overhead and just kind of maintaining cover and when basically taking the trade slowly, she can't beat you. She can't
That
beat
makes
you.
sense.
She's not
'Cause
fast enough.
yeah, the overhead strike it ruins your momentum.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Dude, her
okay,
time
just
to kill is
that
really,
makes
really
sense.
bad outside of overhead slash. The only other exception is if she like hits you with a ranged fire strike, right? That does a pretty
Yep.
good chunk of damage. So you need to be careful if she hits you with that. But you're really, really, really good versus the Vendetta if you can. It's more of it's like a Tracer Genji matchup, right? Where it's just a skill matchup and knowing when to use your boop and how to position yourself. But in the same way that like a Tracer Genji duel feels good if you can take it nice and slow, it's the same thing with Vendetta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense.
This angle's fine.
Let's clean off those wounds.
Yeah, it's fine. +1 your Vendetta, wide angle it. There's a little too much pivoting here for no real particular reason. So if I'm noticing that you're doing like a lot of like heal resource sweep to kind of like min-max your thing. But the way I look at like Wuyang resources, it's like you either want to dump or damage, right? So it's fine to use a little bit of resource to kind of get that automatic regen doing something, but nothing's ever free in Overwatch. So like, for example, right now, when you pivot to KSA right there, that's fine. Like, okay, sure, he needs a bit of healing. But do you think your Vendetta might need the healing more in a few seconds? Well, I'm not sure. Probably. But then the other problem is that was a half a second of pivoting instead of charging up your next shot. Okay, not that big of a deal, right? Well, then we have a problem again. Heal resource in KSA. Okay, fine. But Crocs, the French warlord, is not currently being shot right now, right? So that means that, okay, well, we missed our shot. Now, should we have missed our shot? Was that a mechanical error? Was it really from me charging my heal beam? I mean, I don't know. Maybe not. But then what ends up happening is, oh, well, I kind of mispositioned myself, and then we're missing damage uptime. So when you're playing Wuyang, it's a little bit like playing a DPS Mercy, right? Where getting little things wrong doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but if those little things continually happen, it adds up to a loss of pressure. So in this particular instance here, basically the takeaway is I want you to be thoughtful about whether you're actually should you actually be weaving your healing in these situations, or just like let it ride for a second and just really focus on hitting every single shot, because that's really what UV is the best at, right? Like UV just doesn't miss shots, right? He never
miss,
ever
yeah.
It's just always hits, always. It's just the it's not even like the flashy stuff. It's the boring stuff, like hitting a Zarya. Like a plat player could hit this, but he doesn't miss. And he doesn't
That
screw
makes
it.
sense.
He doesn't waste any time.
I think
Your
this is
Bert-
kind of like the Kiriko muscle memory, you know, right
Yeah,
click,
yeah.
left click with the healing.
Yeah.
But I guess it doesn't really work with this.
It is. And to be frank, it's also overrated with Kiriko too, unless you're just healing and shooting tanks. It's way better to be more precise. Way better to be more precise. It was like one of those techs that when Kiriko was released, everyone was like obsessed with the weaving. Heck, even a lot of my early stuff talk about the weaving. But it honestly, it's people like min-max mindset is just not good in Overwatch. It's not good. It's more about hitting the most crucial moments and doing the crucial things. And even when I'm talking about min-maxing here, I'm more about min-maxing the thing that matters the most, which is your damage, right?
Yep.
It's better to be, like I could have regened 10% more heal resource, but you know what? You could have hit 2 more shots. You know, which one do I think I value more?
Yep.
Like even here's a great situation, right? Where it's like, I know you're worried about KSA, but you know what? You just can't help them. You just can't. The only thing that you could do here is make sure that your Vendetta is like full pocket and that you're freaking hitting this Crocs again or hitting backline here. And where does your attention go?
Yeah.
Because I must help, but that's like 40 healing right there. That was nothing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, shooting frontline probably helps them more.
Right, exactly. And so what ends up happening is this just kind of becomes like a little bit of a snowball, right? Where things go a little bit wrong and they go a lot wrong and they go a lot wrong. Where
Okay,
the
so
enemy
here,
is just
like,
yeah.
should I have helped my Vendetta more?
Yes.
Or was he
yeah.
hinting?
Yeah, I mean, yes, you should have helped your Vendetta. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I mean, that's a simple answer here. It's like, this is
Yeah.
one of those situations where you're focusing on damage but it's probably a good call to at least get your passive orb up. Let's put it this way.
Yep.
Getting your passive orb up on a reasonable target is a priority. Once you've done that, now you can focus on damage. That's kind of the way I look at it. And so there's like passive orb priority, burst heal priority, damage priority, but tickling heal, using a little bit of heal resource here and there, not a priority, right? But yeah, a lot of the things that have happened here in terms of spacing are just more due to just a lack of pressure from you, and so that just allows him to rotate and fill the gap. I like this flip from you. This is good. You need to maintain this angle though.
Yeah, like this is the thing. Like I take angles, but then I'm playing behind the wall.
You're so chicken.
Yeah.
Like just hold the angle here. Like it's okay to even play behind the wall, but like there's so much of this attention going here. Like it's fine. Focus on this person and focus on this person here. Hit some shots. What would UV do? You know? Like the reason why this guy is crit is because he doesn't have a freaking Wuyang. You know? Like one shot on this Freya or Juno or anything. I know.
Yeah.
Matters so much.
Just playing Mercy there.
Yeah. Oh days. Okay, you can't do this. You can't do this. You can't do this.
I thought it was a bad game.
Yeah, it is the emergency cooldown nowadays. You just cannot do that. It's really good for healing. Good shots.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's fine. And also,
I should have chased her.
yeah, I was gonna say, you know, like she's not that scary, especially when you have wave. But okay. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. This is fine. Passive word. Get it up. Sure. Nice. Good. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, this is just good. This is like classic double flex midtown first, right? It's just wide angles, hold the space, hit shots, and easy.
I mean, technically, it's double flex midtown, but I'm not really shooting, so
Need a refresher?
You're not really one?
it's kind of. I'm not really shooting.
Oh,
so,
yeah. Well, you're shooting enough. You're shooting enough. You're playing a boosted role, so even a little bit counts.
Yep.
Yeah, this focus opportunity cost is tough to watch, right? Like it is not optional for you to be the bringer of death here. If you do not bring death here and like rotate first stuff to like here, Jurgen team is gonna have a I mean, we already saw what happened here. They just walked up for free, right? And so rotating away because you get pressured is maybe fine, but the way that you're rotating is losing sightlines. And if you're gonna rotate here, where should you go? Like let's say you just give up. Okay, now what?
Just probably go left side.
Yeah, flip, right? We've already seen it once. I normally don't like flipping angles, but Wuyang is pretty good at it because he just has like sustained speed, so it's fine. So just flip angle and then do the same thing here, right? Like, what are we doing, right? We're swapping our heal over around, right? And so now that they get the perfect cooldown trade here. So then now, like you guys are screwed. Like unless they screw up their ultimates badly, this fight is already lost.
Yeah.
Right, because your angle's chunked. You got two supports on the same angle. Their DPS are staged, yours are not. Like it's just terrible. And again, I want to kind of highlight the reason why that's the case is because there's not enough confidence from you on the lane when you have distance, and then if you get forced out, there's not enough immediate. Okay, where do I go next? Where's my next angle to help? Where's my next angle to support? Right?
Yeah.
We just kind of back up and see what happens. Right? Good ult. That's a good ult. Yeah, they screwed it up pretty badly. I don't know what happened with their Vendetta, but yeah, she screwed it up. Nice. Good ult, good shots. Good wave as well.
Okay, so when the enemy team has Ram, should I be more conscious about who I'm sacking with? Like here? I know they have Grab.
Oh, when
Because
they have Grav? Oh,
they have
no.
Grab, yeah.
I mean, just keep your distance, no. Like, if she wants you dead and snipes Grav across the map and you can't dodge it, you're going to die. There's nothing you can do about it. Just make it awkward. Just make it awkward. Like right now, you need to help KSA or you need to help Slicer. Like you need to choose and then just make that happen and then just choose based off of where you want to do damage. But like this seems fine. This is okay. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. The only thing I would say here is in terms of proximity, there wasn't really any reason for you to be here as opposed to here, right? Just a little bit further, and a little bit of a wider angle. But this is okay.
Yep.
Your Ashe compressed her angle, and I don't really know why. Yeah, she screwed up. Like, I don't know what the frick she's doing. So, like, this should have been a solo grab, in which case you get one bubble, and then you're probably fine. Or at least you die ugly, right? This wasn't your fault.
Yeah.
You just got a little too close. So, yeah, it's fine. You want to look at Lucio, or do you want to skip around to play Wuyang again?
No, I don't mind. I think it's valuable too, especially on this map.
Okay. Lucio?
No, I don't mean Lucio as a character. I mean like for educational value.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, do you want to look at Lucio or Wuyang? It's valuable to look at
Oh,
Lucio,
yeah,
or is
I
it valuable
do,
to
I
look at Wuyang? Okay.
No, I do. I went Lucio for speed. Out of
Yeah,
spawn.
yeah, I know. It's fine.
I mean,
It's a good try.
it's just
These amps are just criminal.
bad.
It's like, I always notice it when you see somebody that's like remotely in danger. It's like the Diamond Lucio amp, where it's like, you know that the
It
amp
really
needs
is.
to be used with a purpose, and you are using amp for purpose, but the reason is terrible. You know, it's just like somebody looks mildly inconvenienced, right? This isn't even the Sojourn on crit with the Diva Matrix, right? That one was bad enough. This one's worse. In terms of angle, this is fine. I would definitely be... Okay, so when you see this, there's no grab to worry about here. You see this here, where should your space go from here?
I'm probably ward riding on the green thing on the right.
Yeah, you need to get her off. Yeah, she needs to go. She needs to go, right? So it's just like, where's my next angle? Well, it's here, right? Okay, well, there's somebody there. Okay, then deal with them. That's your job. With or without amp, frankly. Yeah, with or without amp, right? You need to not let them over-focus your Vendetta and your Zarya. This is just passive AFK. And the difference, see, this is the difference between what I like to call the ranked Lucio and the scrim Lucio of the previous ranked code. What's the compositional difference here? Look at the difference. Do they have any reason to close the gap on you?
I mean, I guess no.
Not really,
Probably not.
right? Not really. I'm not saying that Vendetta couldn't, or Zarya couldn't, or Freya couldn't, or Juno couldn't. It's just given the context, what you know, that's not going to happen. So you sitting here is a plat play, right? This is AFK, right? You need to find a way to
look for
close
my
the
own
gap,
value.
right? And by close the gap, obviously not redditing, but this guy needs to be knocked down, hold the angle here. If knock him down again, go in here, go in with your Vendetta, and so on. So your Zarya pays for that, right? Like, she's the one that's suffering because you're just didn't take space. I mean, Crocs is just sitting there smoking a cigar. Like, there's just nothing happening.
Literally.
Yeah. Crocs would definitely be the guy to smoke a cigar.
100%.
Definitely. No. Wrong angle. This is as if you're expecting a beat engage onto a Sojourn, right? Where's your lane? Where's your lane?
Left side?
Left side. Yes, left
It's
side.
just closer.
It's closer. That's it. The map is what matters here, not the layering. And remember, the layering only mattered because they were going to close the gap on you, so it gave you the map you wanted.
Yeah.
I watched a Chris interview or a seminar when he was talking with Element about like his like the way he sees the game, right? About like map control versus like strategy push pull. And I think one of the things he was talking about, like how like a lot of these like 3-stack like playing push pull, play for objective, right? And one of the things I think like I would love to talk with him about it maybe sometime, maybe we will. But the reason why playing objective and why push pull does these things is because you know the engagement's going to come to you, right? If you could force the cart, they're going to have to go to you. So the reason why you're push pulling here is not because we're cheating map control. It's because the map control is going to be here, right? It's not going to be here. Go find it.
That space is way more valuable.
Yeah,
for me,
it is.
especially.
It is.
If I played with my Vendetta, literally we could get kills there.
Right, and a lot of it, it's like what you do from here just depends on how things react. Like, this might just be shooting Crocs, right? Shooting Crocs, okay, deny the Vendetta, hold the space, amp speed with your team, and then go from here, and then go to here and hold the height and try to not let them get pincered, right? You know?
Yeah.
So even in the situation here where you're like, oh, but we pushed with my amp with the Kitsune Rush, we could have done that from here. Exact same result, right?
Yep.
So, just something to consider.
I do really bad on Lucio in these like larger maps, these
Well, it's
wider
really
maps.
hard. Yeah, it's really hard. He's really hard. It demands a
Yeah.
much more a strong understanding of how to position yourself because it's much more complicated and much more difficult. Sure. It's fine.
Oh, no.
That's okay. It's just a little bit of a slow rotation.
Yeah.
Just remember, I mean, you state the obvious. With no amp, you no good. Like, yeah, this is just no good. But this is. I mean, this isn't even a major amp either. This is also like you trying to play on your Vendetta, and she kind of baits you. But like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You're never gonna get the touch there. Oh boy, this point is fun.
Yeah, this is not the best for my character.
No. But you gotta do something, right? Like you gotta do something. Where
Yeah.
should you be? What are your two options?
Just on my Vendetta here, on the left.
Yeah, what's the other one?
I guess here in the spot to the right.
You know, speed is hard.
Yeah.
Then you can cross here, hold the space here, deny their Vendetta, hold the space, whatever. Like something has to happen, right?
Do nothing.
Yeah. I prefer the Vendetta because I always prefer the support split when we're not push pulling, and we're not push pulling here. So I prefer like you going with DPS, Kiri goes to tank. But you could also just go here and it doesn't matter. That's fine too. Because you know? There it is.
Yeah.
Hover here. Hover here.
Shoot.
Hover here. Yeah.
Shoot.
Hover here.
I'm just not shooting. I'm noticing when I'm. Watching this back.
The reason why is there's a real lack of confidence in what your role is in this situation.
Yeah.
You could tell,
guess.
like there's like 4 or
Yep.
5 different things that you're thinking about right now. So let me kind of break down what those are, right? Watch it happen. Watch it happen. Speed my tank. Oh gosh, I'm getting shot. Okay, wait. I'm gonna poke out this Kiriko. Oh wait, I need to help my tank. Oh wait, my tank is too far away. Oh wait. My DPS are already in. I need to go help my DPS. Wait, go help my DPS. Go help my DPS. Go help my DPS. Okay, got my DPS. Okay, amp my DPS. Alright, she's already out. I'm getting shot. Okay, Vendetta's in, but I don't know if I can help that. It feels a little deep. Boop their Vendetta. Oh, I messed up. Wait. My Zarya needs help. Should I help rotate to help clear my high ground with Zarya? Oh shoot, my Vendetta's dead. Oh, now my Ashe is isolated. Oh shoot, now my tank is isolated. I should move forward to help my tank. And then now you're just like, well, I guess I'm just gonna amp and beat and see what happens, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to do everything. When,
Yes.
you know, I
Yes.
should just do
Yes.
one thing.
You should just do one thing, right? And the crucial one thing that you should do, it should be decided by either the ultimate situation or the map situation. Because remember, the ultimate situation will help you with the map situation. So if you look at the situation here, let's say that you had no knowledge of ults, which is probably the case, and it really doesn't matter anyway. You should have said, I like playing around here and here. Or I like playing this spot here and then rotating top tier. Either one is fine. Stick with it. Make it work. Trust yourself. And then whether it's tank here or Vendetta here or Vendetta here, or doesn't matter. You'll find something to do. Because a lot of your downtime is not intentional. It's accidental downtime. Because you're just doing it to get away from... To chase problems to deal with, basically. You're not purposely doing nothing. You're not scared necessarily. Sometimes it feels like you're, but most of the time it just feels like you don't know what to do. Like, this is a great example. Should you go here? Sure.
Yeah.
Should you go and hold the space here? Front line? That's fine. Yeah, it's okay. Just whatever you do, stick with it.
Just do something. Yeah.
Yeah. It's fine. The rotation was awkward and clunky, and we probably should have done it from inside here, but I don't hate it. Like, she does get chunked for it. I'd rather see, like, there's something to learn from that, at least, right?
True. Yeah.
Sure? Yeah?
I think another thing is, I think this is probably my first time ever playing Lucio on this map.
Yeah.
Like ever.
Probably. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just commit to your role, commit to the convenience, right? We saw that with a little bit of the devious stuff as well. Let's you got time for one more fight? Let me check where we're at with time-wise. Yeah, we're good. Okay, let's keep going. Let's watch some Wuyang. I'd go ahead and start swinging. You need to start swinging. Thank you. Yeah. A little slow in the swing, right? Just a little slow. I know this hit scan, but you need to already be here, or maybe even already be here, right? Somewhere. We need to start swinging as soon as our tank and our DPS start to swing. So that way you don't have to use your shift to do what you should have just done with your feet, right? Okay. Okay.
No worries.
I would strongly also in these situations here just get off point too. Even if it's just back here, just give yourself a bit of distance just in case.
I'll protect you.
But you're probably fine.
Three heals over here.
Seem a little more damage focused here, a little bit less fidget movement with your healing, which is good. Uh-huh. Oh, this is cheeky. But hey, you know, you locked in and you hit your shots, you know? It was a bit of a wide swing, a little bit sloppy, but you just stayed calm and you hit your shots and it works. Keep swinging, keep swinging, keep swinging, keep swinging, keep swinging. Yes. Yep. Sure?
Let the kitsune guide you. Огонь по готовности.
Nice. Good. Great. Yeah, that was really good. It's unfortunate, but you played that one really well.
Okay.
There's also a really awkward map spot for you where you were just stuck on cart because everyone else was up top, and then that's just how it goes. So can't worry about it.
Get ready.
I would go ahead and start rotating hard now. You see the problem?
What do you mean? You mean I should be
Open.
closer to Mazoria?
Open, no. Open wide.
Just
Open
swing wide, yeah.
Swing wide, get to here, start to assist your Vendetta in taking space, chip heal, hold space, hold poke. Maybe even get to, okay, that's not going to work. Maybe look for this. I mean, this angle alone is fine, right? And then you've got great vision. And then from here, if you see the window, then you can go to this rotation here if you see the opportunity. So yeah, you know what, that's just like, just go. You've got time. It's okay, your Kiriko doesn't need help.
Like, I'm thinking about all of this stuff you're saying, even in-game, but I'm just getting distracted by something else.
Yeah, you're right, exactly. It's just like a sense of priorities, right? It's the same thing with the Lucio thing, where like you can think about like I could chip heal my Kiriko there, but it's like somebody's suffering because you're not doing this, right?
Yeah.
It's not that this is like healing your Kiriko is bad. It's just that there's something else that's more important. And right now your angle is really weak, which means that there's not near enough pressure on this back line, and there's not near enough support for your Vendetta.
Yeah.
Because the opportunity was there, like it's kind of gone now, but like the opportunity, like after this Vendetta cycle to get to here was there, and now it's like, okay, now they've backed off. You can go underneath.
Wonder why.
I mean, you can go here or underneath. The other one's fine.
Arriva la punizione.
Good shots. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah, really good. Hit your shots. Yeah,
Is
so.
dropping here bad?
It was bad, but you committed to it and you didn't hesitate.
Yeah.
You know,
better than
it was probably would have been better for you to stay and focus on damage in backline, because then that would have prevented you from getting, you would have got more pressure into backline, and even if your Ash dies, it probably would have been worth, because Kiriko pocket. But I guess the thing I want to highlight here is that it was strategically not the correct play, but you didn't hesitate, you just, bam, you did it quick. And so that meant that there was like less APM to worry about, and you just did the thing that you needed to do. It's like what we're missing with Lucio. The decisiveness, the speed with which decisions need to be made. There's too much weaving here. We need to be doing more damage. You see it, we keep tossing. No, don't heal.
No reason.
No
I'm
reason.
even resetting the cooldown.
You're resetting their cooldown,
right?
exactly, right? You stop the regen of the resource, right? So it's like, it's really important. Like situations like that, tossing it onto Kiri because she's got the better angle and her health pool is fragile, it's like, fine, I'm chill with that. But like, it's like the same thing as Zenyatta, you know? Like, you need a good reason to cycle your orb, right? Because every time you cycle your orb, you're not doing damage. Okay.
Yeah. What do you think about the perk?
It's good. in this matchup for sure. Like you're just going to be given the map situation, you're just going to be able to abuse, Zarya. You're going to be able to abuse Vendetta. You've got Mei. I think in certain situations, if you're like in a more gank sniper matchups, I think it's a bit overrated because it just makes your shots a little bit clunkier. But the wave cooldown nerf definitely really, really hurt the value of the other majors. So I think this one's fine.
Let the kitsune guide
I would definitely be opening a lane here. I'd probably be going migrating to here. Yeah. Or right. Right would be probably better. Like we got too many people on card. Don't like that wave.
I could be getting so much.
Yeah, we should. Good ult, but it's a bad ult because we weren't set up for it, right? So we were a little late with the Vendetta timing. Just too passive. Too passive.
Way too passive.
Yeah, there you go. Now go hold that right angle. Just stay here. Nice. Good job. This is what I'm talking about right here. This is perfect. You see it, right? This is so simple. You pushed up to help your Vendetta overextended. You held the corner here. You rotated back to here. You maintained space. You healed until you couldn't heal anymore. Then you just trusted that somebody would live and you just do damage. We're going to win this fight. Good job. You see how much better that little engagement was compared to like the rest of third? That was perfect.
Yeah,
so much more confidence, so much more simplicity. Good job.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.
Simplify your approach with what you're doing. I think you have a pretty good idea of what you need to be doing with both Wuyang and Lucio. I think maybe more teaching with Lucio, but mostly with Wuyang, feeling pretty good. Just less APM, more effective PM. Effective or EAPM, and then with Lucio, it's just more along the lines of like when you're trying to decide on the angle that you're holding. Layering is what brings the fight to you, so you don't have to worry about proximity. But if they don't have the layers to do that, or the map angle is really good, or maybe they just don't have the comp to get close to you, right? Then you need to find the angle that brings the proximity to them and help your neutrals, DPS, support, tank, whatever hold space.
Yep.
Any questions?
Well,
There's no rush. Okay.
probably not.
Okay.